Morning, sir. My name is Sugam Parnami Purwal, and I am from Ph.D. first year Material Science program. And I have done my project with Nivedan from MSE B.Tech final year student. My project title is Electric Toothbrush. We have proposed the design in four parts: bristle, head, gear, and body. Bristles are arranged in 15 sets. Each set contains 15 fibers and each fiber is 0.25 mm diameter and 1.5 centimeter in length. And each set is crisscross mannered. The second part is our head. Head contains two sections, the upper section and the lower section. Upper section is for holding the bristle part, so it need to be very strong, and the lower part is for transferring the mechanical energy from the motor to gear and gear to the bristle. So the whole head is going to play a vital role in our toothbrush. So as we can see here, the geometry is shown. The diameter is 2 centimeter of the circular platform on which bristles will be placed, and the remaining 8 centimeter are devoted to the mechanical vibrations transfer. The third part of our toothbrush is the gear part. The gear part, we can see 1 centimeter in the diameter, and the tooth height and width is 1 mm. This is made up of aluminium, as we will see it later in the later slide. The fourth part is the body part. It is 17 centimeter long, having a good grip to hold for the holding property, and the cross section is circular cross section to provide a better space to the battery, motor, and the circuitry. The button we can see here is to provide the on and off action to the toothbrush. The next is the material that we are suggesting here. For bristles, we are suggesting HDPE due to its lower wear rate constant. As we can see in this graph, the HDPE is okay. Let me zoom a little bit. As we can see here, the HDPE is having a very low wear rate constant, so that will be good for bristles kind of things. And the second thing that we found here is also a good other mechanical property, and the recyclability of the HDPE is very nice. The head part consists of PVC, because the PVC is very good in stiffness, because as we have seen in the last slide, head is playing a vital role for holding the bristles, for providing the mechanical transfer energy. So the material that we needed to for head should be very good in mechanical kind of things. So the PVC is very good for that we have chosen. The next part is gear part. The gear part, aluminium we have chosen to for good castability and strength, and also the wear resistance, because the gears has to roll over each other, so they must have such kind of properties. Now let us do some price analysis of the material. As we can see here, I ranked all the materials: HDPE, PP, PVC, nylon, polystyrene, and polycarbonates. As we can see here, the rank 1 polypropylene 70, that is Indian rupees per kilogram, though that is the lowest, but the property that we need here, the lower wear resistance, the lower wear rate constant, that is not for PP, that is for HDPE. So we have to screen off depending on the other relevant parameter, that is wear resistance. So that the PP is lacking of the wear resistance, so we have to screen off. So the proposed material was HDPE, and its cost is also in the second ranked list. So the processing technique that we are going to use for giving the shape to HDPE is the injection molding, due to the several reasons. First is capital cost. Yes, little bit capital cost is higher, but the batch size it can produce is very large, and overall the cost per unit of the toothbrush will decrease a lot. It has a very good batch size, so we can produce a high number in a very short time. So the process we are proposing here is injection molding. The head part consists of the material polyvinyl chloride, and as we can see the prices, in case of prices it is standing the fourth position, but because of its very good properties, mechanical property, and we discussed in the previous slide that we need here very good stiffness, and we can see here it is lying on the top PVC. So and as head is playing a vital role in this toothbrush section, so, so we are screening of the other materials like HDPE, polypropylene and polystyrene, which are ranked first, second, third. So we have to have a very good material. So we are screening of the material based on these: roughness, good strength, density, and processing cost, and also the mechanical properties. Okay, so here for this head our proposed material is PVC, and the processing technique is same that we have chose for the bristles, and that is injection molding. Okay, the next we have the gear section. Here we are using aluminium. As we can see here, aluminium is having the highest cost, but because of again the density, here we are using the metal part, and we need a very light as possible the material. So we are using aluminium for the lightest possible, and also the good mechanical property needed to make the gear. So we have to screen off the other materials like copper, iron. They are very heavy, stainless steel heavy, so we are choosing the aluminium, the fourth priority. The process that we are going to choose here, powder method. The properties why we are choosing the deciding parameter why we are choosing this technique, that we will see in the next slide. In case of body, we are using polycarbonate, and the reason here polycarbonate is dominant property of good stiffness, hardness and toughness that we needed for the body. As we can see, it stands on the rank 5, but because of its desired properties of the body part, we have chosen the material. The processing technique we are choosing here is again injection molding due to its higher production rate, large batch size and capital cost, minimum tool cost, overhead cost that we have configured in the report, that we have submitted in the report. So overall the cost that we have proposed the toothbrush is 28 rupees more than the average toothbrush available in the market. But however, the variety of the electric toothbrush are available, and they cost many of them between 400 to 500, and our toothbrush also cost 475 something Indian rupees that we have calculated overall. Okay, so but the good thing of our brush that we have proposed is its good recyclability, and the second is good mechanical stability. It can stay for long time duration. The next is manufacturing process that I have included here. So we can see the several deciding parameters like circular shape that we can that we want actually is circular prismatic. So injection molding and polymer casting and resin transferring molding, here we can see they only the green section is showing that which is possible. So this chart we have taken from the class notes. So as we can see, injection molding is proved to be fit for all the parameter, whether it is shape or batch size required or mass that we are proposing, that we are making. So it has injection molding can give a very wide range of mass. It has a very minimal roughness and a tolerance value, so it is fit in all the sections. That's why we are using injection molding in bristles and head part, while in gear part we can use actually two methods, powder method and electro machining method, but we are using powder method because of its low cost. And the final is a body injection molding. Here again we are using. Okay, so the next is my contribution. I have done the whole price analysis in the manufacturing technique and the suggested material. I have ranked all the materials and manufacturing techniques based on the market survey, and after maximizing the objective and screening the inappropriate material on all other depending factors. I made all the required property by H by plot for materials as well as manufacturing techniques, and I also concluded finally in the report part. So here's my that's contribution. Thank you.